and welcome to another amazing episode of Wrestling with Bros. This is Big Baby Ben.
Judas Black here tonight, and tonight we have a very special guest, and FXB, the Black Sheep. How's it going tonight, brother? Why don't you talk about yourself a little bit, and we'll go from there.
I'm doing all right. I'm the Black Sheep FXB. I train at the CSW Vasitorium. I have, what do I say about myself? I've been wrestling I've been actually wrestling for about a year, training about 2 years, and I'm just going around, just doing what I do.
Absolutely. So, we understand, we were actually invited to do some commentary at a show coming up for MCW here, April 27th. And we're super stoked to do that. That's going to be a good time for us. We'll be able to call the matches, as they're going. Why don't you talk about that show a little bit, and tell us about your match and stuff.
I love MCW. I've had nothing but great opportunities in MCW. I have absolutely nothing bad to say about them. So I know the next show coming up is April 27th. I have the opportunity to face Liz Man, Nathan Isle, who I've actually only faced them about once or twice. So I'm excited to have the opportunity to face them again, and honestly, really just kill it at MCW. I've had nothing but good and fun matches. I faced Rafael Quintero the last show. Unfortunately, I didn't come out on top, but it's wrestling, baby. You win and you lose some, and you just keep going.
Absolutely. Big Baby, do you want to kind of go off starting with some questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
I was just about to dig into your attire and your face paint. Man, it is raw as hell, dude. I love your attire and I love the face paint. Do you do your own face paint?
Yeah, I do my own face paint. Everybody always asks me about the face paint. Honestly, it's something I thought about when I was young. I always knew I wanted to be a wrestler, and I was kind of working on just like how I'd want to present myself and all that. And face paint is something I came up with before I could even remember. I just remember drawing it, and I always knew it was my face paint. As far as the rest of my attire, I'm a big fan of the joggers look, a little bit bagginess rather than tights, at least for right now. And all my attires, I don't like sew or anything like that, but I buy gear plain. And all the designs that you see on all my stuff, I add myself. I have a little machine at home where I can make my own gear, and I put all my own designs on there. I'm actually working on stuff right now. But one thing I'll say is one thing that kind of just happened was the vest. I just started wearing it, and I have the ability to add stuff to it, so I would just get real creative with all my stuff, and I would just go crazy with some of it.
Facebook user Rafael Quintero. How's it going?
Oh, Rafael Quintero. Oh, Jackie.
Hi, Jack.
Jack Valor.
Yeah.
These are all guys.
So I've got, I wanted to, tell you, like with my gimmick, once I actually get out there and actually get to wrestle and stuff, I got a little ways to go yet. I got my regular character, Judas Black. I wear a mask, like a half mask here, and a black hood with a vest and stuff when I come out. But my alter ego is called the Lost Son. I come out, my face is covered with a black skull mask, but underneath it's painted white with black around my eyes and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I'll send you a picture of it later. Absolutely. But maybe I can get some tips from you about what proper paint to get for wrestling.
Well, maybe I'm not the right person to ask. I have this acrylic paint. It's like it says it flexes and it moves around a little better. Probably not the best thing to use in the world, but I've been using it. It works for me.
Does it burn your eyes?
No, but I have gotten paint in my eyes occasionally. That sucks.
Yes, it does. It says, I have to ask, it's been itching at me, what is the Black Sheep?
Who asked that?
Does it say it just says Facebook user. Let me look for you real quick.
Yeah, no, you're good. the black sheep is it's a term I came up with. It comes a little bit from personal life, but it's just it's just I'm just somebody who likes to be free, and I like to do whatever I want. I don't like being told what to do, and that doesn't always go about the right way. I like to make jokes about what I like to joke what I like to joke about. There's not a lot. I don't have too many limits on stuff I wouldn't joke about.
That's who it is. So, fuck you, FXP. That's why I eliminated you at CSW. Jack Davis. He think they take a hide behind that Facebook user thing.
Hey man. Everybody likes to talk smack. Whoever it is, I'm sure they didn't win either, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, everybody go talk smack. They got to. I mean, that's how you build rivalries, and that's how you build and get ready for the next one.
Absolutely.
So, kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How many schools have you trained with? Where's your home school? Stuff like that.
I've only trained with one school. I've only been to one school. CSW is my home. It's where I started at. It's where I've been at, and I love it over there. It's a family, and I mean, I've heard about. Well, when I was first starting to train all that, I didn't know where to go, and it's like it feels like it's difficult looking up a pro wrestling school on the internet. It's never that easy. But I contacted somebody who I used to be friends with, who actually was in the business formerly. His name was Cycle J, and he told me about CSW. He told me about Steve Boz, and I messaged Boz, and he talked me into doing a weekly training session, which I still do with him now, and the rest is history. As far as training, I always wanted to train, and I remember in high school once when I was looking at it, I saw CSW, but I never went through with it. I don't know what it was, but at some point, so I just got married 2 years ago or something like that, and I always said I'll start training when I pay off my credit cards and pay off most of my debt and all that. And and then one of these days, my wife was just like, "Yo, you're not getting any younger." I was 23 at the time. It's like, "Yo, you're not getting any younger. Might as well do this now if you're gonna do it, before your time, clock runs out." And I just kind of started doing it, and I'm still in debt. So it's worked out.
Hey man, you gotta enjoy life to every inch possible, because if you don't, you're never going to be able to. So you got to just get out there and you got to do it. I mean, I'm 35, man, and I'm just now starting it. I'm just doing it because it's something I've always wanted to try out, wanted to do. And, if you don't test your dreams won't chase you back. So you got to get at it.
Absolutely. You just got to start doing it. You just got to try it. That's definitely what I learned,
All right. So, digging in here, have you ever had to dig deep into your bag of tricks to win a wrestling match this far in your career?
Absolutely. I've faced some real tough opponents, some real talented people. At this last MCW show, I had a match against Rafael Quintero, who I'm sure you know who he is, and he's one hell of a competitor, man. I haven't seen anybody pick it up as fast as he has, and he does some beautiful stuff in that ring. And I pulled out what I could, and I picked the job done. But I faced him before in the past. I've beaten him, and he's beaten me, and we got plenty of time to go, to even out those numbers, So there's always that.
I understand. I've seen Rafael in that ring, man. And that dude can move around that damn thing. I mean, he pulls out some stuff that I'm like, yeah, that's never going to happen on this side over here. So we watched him. The first time we seen him was over at an HAW show. This guy, he just enters the thing, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he just gets in there and throws down one hell of a show. I'm like, oh hell yeah.
Absolutely. Got it. And he's a tough man to beat. You got to pull out your bigger moves to try to take him down.
Absolutely. Big Baby, didn't you say you were watching that video earlier?
I did watch that video earlier, and what a performance on both sides. The FXB, the power and the agility and the strength that you possess, man, that lariat clothesline is something I would not want to experience in my lifetime.
Hey man, it's just it's all practice. I don't think I'm the strongest guy around. I know I'm not the strongest around, but I feel like I'm pretty good on my feet, and I could use my weight where I need to. And I'm a scrapper. That's what I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, is there any wrestlers on the circuit that you would like to step in the ring with?
Oh, I mean, there's a bunch of people who I haven't had a chance to face yet. Theseus, the Great Greek, he's one of them. Axel Rico, I'd love to face him.
Yep.
Hans Carden, hands down, I'd love to face him. Vic Nestra. There's a bunch of people who I'm just waiting to face. It's not so much about making a wish list. It's just seeing when it happens, because it's gonna happen at some point.
Absolutely. We've had a couple of interviews, with like Omar Sala and AMB and a couple other guys. Eldridge, he was on here.
Yeah.
And every one of them said, "We can't wait to see what you bring to the table, man. Because as soon as you step in that ring for a match, we're gonna want to step up and try you out." So I'm like, hey, I'm down to give it a shot when it's time. FXB, what liquor are you sipping?
I'm drinking wine. That's what I'm drinking.
There you go.
Yeah,
Have a
pink
good glass
Moscato
of wine.
from Aldi.
I think I heard a rib crack when you gave me a Centaur.
Hey man, I like to I like to put my stuff in, and
Was that
like-
little Jack?
yeah.
FXB couldn't beat John Moxley. Facebook. I don't know. I think he could.
No, John McNasty.
John McNasty.
That's a legendary figure, man. That's a lot to take on. He's a big boy. That's a legend in the CSW Bossatorium.
I misread that.
He's definitely one that goes in the Boz Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I beat him.
So, what is the most challenging move that you've ever learned?
Most challenging move I've ever learned. I'm trying to think. I don't do nothing. I don't do stuff too crazy. I'll say this: I don't know if any move's been too challenging to learn it, but it's been challenging trying to perfect it. If I want to learn a new move, I'll spend days, hours, months just practicing it on a dummy, like just like a practice dummy or something like that. Even if it's a super basic move, I just want it to look good and I want it to be effective. I always try to take my time with moves. If I don't think it looks good and I don't think it'll take somebody out enough, then I won't do it for a while until I think I really got it in. I will say V-trigger is pretty tough to get down for me. I don't know why.
We got a fan comment. FXB, would you ever consider challenging for the Fusion Cruiserweight Championship?
Hell yeah! I'm not going down to 205, so you gotta meet me halfway or something like that. I'm 230, so shit. That's a question for you, Jack.
That's more of a question for you there, Jack.
Yeah, that's a question for the champ. If you want to take on if you want to fight some meat,
So, what is the best piece of advice a coach or a trainer has ever given you?
I'm trying to think about that. I think patience will always be one thing. You just gotta be patient, wait, accept, try not to overrush things. But one thing I'll say is Steve Boz, he gives a lot of advice out, and as far as how a match should be and like what you should be doing and studying, and you don't always understand it at first, but if you ever go and you watch a regular wrestling match and all that, everything he talks about, it's always there somewhere, like the theory and the ideas and all that. It's always there. You just have to realize it, and one day it'll click.
Why did we got to automatically roll to the car rolling in a ditch? Hey, FXB, as a wrestler on the road, do you have any funny road stories? For example, maybe a car rolling in a ditch or something of that nature.
No, I don't know nothing about a car rolling in a ditch. I don't know who would ask that. But I mean, I ride with a bunch of kids. I ride with a bunch of dumbass kids who like to say and do stupid things. So I mean, every day is always a journey. You got kids out there who eat nothing but chicken nuggets and refuse to expand their palate beyond that. And we got I've been in a hotel with people like Rafael Quintero and and other people who are a bit wild, don't know when to shut up when someone's trying to sleep, but nothing yet. I am looking forward to making those stories, experiencing those stories one day though. Those big stories. I don't know nothing about eating. I don't know nothing about a ditch, but whoever put that probably needs to bulk up a bit or something like that.
So I got a question for you. So I've been asking a couple of guys this question, So, like, I could stand outside the ring. I can see the whole sequence when Boz lays out the sequence of like 6 different moves. I can see him lay it out. I can memorize it in my mind. I can even come home and write it down and remember it, like right out of my brain. But for some reason, when I step in that ring, it's like gone.
Hey man, it's just the moment. It's something you got to be able to. You really got to be able to think in the moment. That's really what it comes down to.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff that always goes wrong in a wrestling match, no matter how hard you try. But I mean, just breathe. That's all I would tell people: breathe and just relax. You don't have to rush. You don't have to rush through wrestling. If you really know how to do it, you could break it down and give yourself moments of air and just calm your mind. But it's hard. There's a lot going on in the match. You got the fans. You got your opponent. You got you could hear. It's not like the fans are deaf either. Like you got people yelling dumb shit at you. People heckling you. People cheering for you. People booing you. It's just something you gotta get through. I know it could get cloudy, and sometimes you don't always know what to do. But you just gotta trust yourself, trust your instincts. I always tell everybody, don't overcomplicate it. If you mess up, there's ways to get out of it and ways to fix it, ways to take advantage of it.
Okay. All right. So what would be like if you were to get into the big times? Let's just say you were going.
I'm sorry, what?
Company. If you were to get into the big times, go into like a bigger company, WWE, AEW, stuff like that. As you're stepping up the ladders, there's bigger companies that are above the indie circuits and stuff. What would be like a dream match for you? Somebody that's on the higher end of the circuits.
A dream match for me, I always said I want to face Gunther. I want to face Gunther.
Yep.
I know he's an amazing wrestler. He's probably easily one of my favorites. But until that day, honestly, I don't worry about his face. Make sure I could take out Lizard Man, Nathan Nile, come April 27th at MCW. That's always gonna be in my mind. That greater picture. But I'm somebody who likes to focus on what's in front of him right now. And right now, Lizard Man's in front of me.
I came across your ladder match from Northland Pro Wrestling. Why did you want that guy's kid so badly, anyways?
I like.
You're getting called out tonight, man.
Hey, man. I like being a douchebag, and I enjoy taking stuff from people. I got sticky fingers. I like to ruin lives. Is what I do. There's always a little bit of humor in it. You cry. That's what I say to my family. You laugh now, cry later, and then you'll laugh about it again.
Absolutely. So, Big Baby,
are there any championships that you're currently chasing?
I mean, not currently, but I mean, absolutely. There's always something. There's always I would love a championship. I mean, that's it's just the point of it. Whether it's MCW or at my home promotion CSW. Like if there's opportunity to get a championship, I'm absolutely gonna jump at that. It's the name of the game, baby. You gotta win. You gotta take names. You gotta win championships.
What exactly? I don't like if you said it or not. But what's your match lineup for MCW? Who are you facing off against?
Listen, man, Nathan Nile.
Okay.
Yeah. He's someone I've had the chance
Lizard
to
Man's
meet
pretty
before.
cool. Lizard Man's pretty cool. I've seen him with their training and stuff.
He's probably the most like, I don't even know how to say it. He's super agile. Like if you see him roll, like most people, they roll, they got to get back up to the feet, readjust and roll. This man.
Oh, he don't have to do that. He just pops back up.
Yeah, he rolls like a bowling ball. Like if you someone roll him like a bowling ball, it's incredible. I don't understand how he does it. I flip him off all the time. I'm like, it's literally, he looks like a ball when he rolls and stuff like that. He's super athletic, super agile. I don't understand where it comes from. He's like 5'0", so it's like.
Oh, I know. I seen him in one of the training sessions. Somebody did a super kick to him, and he fucking just does this weird ass backflip and then flops into a front bump. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I can't do that. So
No.
How he does it, I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess some people are just born with that. I always try to tell myself it's just mind over matter, and then I try to do it, and I mess my shit up. So it's something I gotta learn. Well, for some people it's natural. For some people you gotta learn. That's it.
So would you say, like when you're out there, on the road at one of the shows, would you say that the locker room morale at a show, when you're out in the back with all the other wrestlers and stuff, would you say that affects your performance in the ring?
No, absolutely not. I mean, guys in the back are always gonna be the guys in the back. At the end of the day, when I go through the curtain, I'm in that ring. The goal is always the same. Whether they like me or whether they love me, it's just, the goal is always gonna stay the same. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna try to win. Which I don't always win, but that's all right. I don't think about the past. I'm always on the current.
Okay, all right, Big Baby.
How hard was it to choose your theme music?
I mean, even to this day, I'm very specific down to very details about, I'm always looking for the perfect theme song, and I never seem to find it. There's songs that I like that I think go with certain situations, but even then, I feel like I haven't found the perfect theme song. There's probably one song where I think would work, but I feel like it's not ready to be used yet. I still got to work on myself a bit. But it's just, I'm super picky about my songs, because I know I want something specific out of it. So it's hard to find that one perfect song.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's same here, man. I've been, tossing song ideas. I'm always, preparing my characters. I've been preparing my characters for 2 years, like ideas, thoughts. Because originally I was doing this thing with some buddies of mine. They were trying to start some little promotional thing they wanted to do. So we were training at his house. And now that I look back at what we were doing versus what I'm doing now in training, I'm like, yeah, we were nowhere near close to doing the right damn thing. But like I say, I'm always preparing my characters. I'm always listening to different songs and ideas that I like. So do you have any pre-match or post-match rituals that you do?
Stretching. I stretch. I like to. I like to be loose, and I like to be a little more free with my movements. And sometimes I be a little stiff, just from the day and stuff like that. So I like to stretch.
Absolutely.
I've hurt my back before in matches from not stretching and stuff like that. So I always try to stretch. I always try to move around. I try to open up my hips. I try to be as loose as I can and get my bones and my joints a little bit looser and all that.
Okay, all right. Absolutely. So What's one of the funniest things that you've had happen during a practice?
During a practice match?
Yeah.
Well, I had a practice match with somebody you know may know, Victor Inestra, Vic Inestra, Sueño, and all that. And he pulled my pants down, and I don't wear underwear, so yeah, so it was a little bare in that moment, you know.
That's messed up. Yeah, everybody got to see a little peek of FXB then, right?
Yeah, man, I'm a believer. I like to let it breathe, so I let it breathe, and that was just a moment where it didn't pay off, you know.
Thanks for letting me know. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wrestling with Bros Uncut.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta let it breathe, man. It's more relaxing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You just gotta let it breathe, man. It's more relaxing. You know, cavemans didn't have underwear. Our ancestors didn't have underwear. They rocked with what they had, you know.
Who would you say is one of your toughest opponents today?
Today, Rafael, man, if you wrestle him, you better be ready to work. You better have your cardio up, and you better have your cardio ready. I can tell you that. You know, he's somebody he's fast. He likes to move around. He likes to jump around. He's gonna have your heart rate up, man. You know, if you gotta be ready when you face Rafael Quintero, man. I'm telling you, that's why. That's
Are you saying?
I was gassed
saying you gotta slow him down?
Absolutely, I was gassed out, man. Shit. I was gassed out after the first couple moves. I was ready to call it quits. I was breathing through my mouth. I had boogers coming out my nose. Like, it was cardio in this business is for real. You better have some good cardio. You better be able to go, because you don't understand how much one punch takes out of you. One little punch of energy, that's half your gas tank. You don't even realize.
Absolutely. So, wrestling, you said, wrestling always been something you wanted to do, like as a young age, or it was something that just kind of came up when you got older?
No, absolutely. Since I was young, I like my first, you know, the first I can remember the very first moment I witnessed wrestling on TV perfectly, where I was at, what I was doing. I was just a little kid, and my brother was just flipping through channels, and he flipped to Friday Night SmackDown back when it was on like the CW. I think the CW, it was something like that. But back when it was on television, where you didn't need cable to watch it or some shit like that. And it was literally Mr. It was MVP versus Kane in some regular Friday Night SmackDown mid-card match.
They said, "I'm your biggest fan." Well, we
Thank
don't.
you. I appreciate that.
Let's see who that was.
I appreciate that. But no, it was literally Kane versus MVP in a regular
Ollie
mid-card
Cunningham.
match. Yeah, and Kane won via disqualification because Mr. Kennedy came down and started wrestling. I don't know what it was about it. It wasn't like, I mean, even if you look it up today, it'd probably be hard to find that feud or something like that, or that whole storyline. But literally, I saw that and I was hooked onto it. And I remember seeing John Cena, and I was a big John Cena fan. Dude, I was a big WWE guy. You know, I was when they said cheer, I cheered. When they said boo, I booed. At least up until I got older and I started learning what the indies were, and I started really getting my own opinions on things. But yeah, man, it was that was kind of it. It was history from there. I don't even know how old I was. I must have been in like 4th grade or something like that when I saw that. Ever since that, I don't know what it was. I saw that and I knew immediately. I was like, damn, that's what I want to do. I want to do my whole
yeah.
like,
John Cena was definitely one of my top favorites when he first started, 2002.
Yeah, man. But
yeah.
That was it. Like I and from there, like I loved guys. Like one of my favorites was Finn Balor. I know everybody's like, "Oh, did you get the face paint from Finn Balor?" No, I actually had. I've been known I wanted to do face paint since I was probably 8 years old or something like that, and I never knew who. I didn't know who Finn Balor was until he got onto NXT.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oscar Miguel Rodriguez, the homies.
Yeah, homies. That's MCW rep right there. Oh, you gotta love Oscar.
Hell yeah, man. He's actually the one that hooks us up with that opportunity on April 27th. So we're very thankful for him.
Hey man, for the most part, everybody over at MCW, they just love wrestling. They just want to put on some good wrestling, and they want to see some good wrestling. Good, that's all it is. And they gave me the opportunity to go out there and just have a good time, and do the best I can. So I'm more than appreciative towards that company.
Absolutely, big baby. You good?
Y'all good. I'm just.
You're muted. There you are.
I'm having mic problems, but I'm ready for honorable mentions.
All right, honorable mentions.
You have any more questions?
Go out to honorable mentions. Go out to FXB, man. We really appreciate you coming in tonight. Glad that we could have you on the show, man. Anytime you want to come back, we definitely love to have you back. We like to do creative episodes with the guys too. Kind of like top 5s and top 10s, stuff like that. Just get your opinion on the current wrestling circuit and whatnot. All right.
Well, go ahead, man. If you want to just anything you want to ask me, go right ahead. Ask me. I'll give you my honest opinion. I'm right here.
Well, what's your current thoughts on the current Universal Champion?
He's a goddamn superstar. That's what I think. Despite what you think about him, whether he's a great wrestler, whether he's a bad wrestler,
baby,
you can't deny the fact that my man walks into a room and he feels like a superstar, and that's better than most any other wrestling company on TV now can say. There's nobody on TV that feels like a star that isn't Roman Reigns. Like, he's a star, man. That's like, I get if you're, every fan has a different opinion and all that, but at the end of the day, we're trying to, I want wrestling to be the greatest sport in the world, and if you don't got somebody that really has that type of aura, then you ain't doing it right, so it's like, you gotta have somebody like that, he's a star.
Absolutely. Man. Me personally, I feel like the Bloodline storyline itself has been one of the best storylines in this decade. Like,
absolutely,
you can't deny that. Like, people booing, some people love him, and no matter what, he is what he says he is. He is the top guy. He is in God mode. so,
hey man.
Absolutely.
Hey, you never know. Somebody at MCW might be that next tribal chief,
Yep, absolutely.
They might be from MCW, or they might be from Midwest or somewhere else. You just never know. You never know, dude. I've come up with guys like, listen, man. I've come up with guys like Rafael Quintero, and dude, we're all hungry, dude. We're all hungry to burn this we're hungry to burn this bitch down, and change the world with this. So it's like MCW is just giving us that opportunity. And you never know, dude. One of us might be the next one. You just got to keep watching,
No, I absolutely love the indie circuit, man. Like, people, talk all the time. They talk about WWE and AEW, like the big shows, TNA, things like that. But when it comes down to it, these small shows, these small promotions like HAW and MCW and stuff like that, that's where it's at, man. Like, the shows are amazing. Like, you can go there and pay damn near not near as much as it costs for a damn WWE ticket, and you can get just as good of a show. You don't have to go to freaking WWE to get a hell of a show, a hell of a performance. It's where it's at. So since we started helping out with HAW and I started training and things like that, man, it's been a great time and an amazing road so far, and I look forward to continue paving it. So,
hey man, it takes time. It don't matter. This is what I tell people. It don't matter if it takes 5 years or 10 years, or if it takes you 2 months or 3 months. The only time that you will get worse if you just stop, And if you just keep practicing and you're able to get through whatever bullshit's floating around in your head, then you'll make it. You just gotta believe in the time.
You ever quench your thirst with a yoo-hoo?
Yeah, actually, I've never had a yoo-hoo. I've never had a yoo-hoo. I was a Nesquik kid. because
What's your
Netflix,
opinion on the Juice King? Oh
the
boy,
Juice
here we go.
uh, the Juice King, Mr. Giuseppe over here, he's a good kid, but he's a kid that's gonna learn a lot of hard lessons the hardest way possible. So, Juice King over here, keep trying. It's gonna be a long one for you, but keep trying.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, he's just like all the rest of us. He's got a lot to learn, and but he's figuring it out, so it's good.
He's a kid. He's in high school. All high schoolers are stupid. It's okay.
You talking about little skinny kid with the curly hair? He's still in high school.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids in high school. That's why I say
Wow.
There's a lot of kids training with us that are still in high school. That's why they're high schoolers. All high schoolers are stupid. They're dumb. They think they know better. I think about my old high school days, and I was like, wow, I was an idiot. I didn't know no better. But that's the beauty about it. You'll learn. That's what I tell them all. You'll learn someday. When rent is due and the bills are paid, gotta get paid, then you'll realize.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
absolutely. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, high school wasn't
My
so
honorable
bad.
mention.
Yeah.
My honorable mention goes to FXB. You are a one of a kind, man. I'm very thankful for this interview. I'm gonna go watch more of your footage after this interview and spread the word.
Thank you, man. Well,
Um,
check out me and Lizard Man the 27th at MCW, man.
We'll be there, man.
We'll be there live.
Uh,
be there live.
I'm looking forward to killing it. Me and him, we have a long pass, and we got some redemption to be doing to pay for, So we're definitely gonna be out there busting our ass, and may the best man. I mean, well, the best man's right here right now, but make him try. May he try oh so hard.
When your music hits, I'm gonna hit the Pat McAfee on top of the table.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, Lizard Man, if you're listening, man, it sounds like he's calling you out here, man. We want to hear something from you, man. You got to come on the show.
That boy don't speak. He's a lizard. They're mutes, as you know. But I understand he has these little weird hand movements, and it's almost like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. He doesn't speak, but he does his little motions, and it's like a whole paragraph. He just never shuts up. Yeah, it's weird. It's like he doesn't speak, but he just won't shut up either. You'll learn after a while.
Absolutely. Like I said, we look forward to the show the 27th. Are you ever gonna? I don't know if I've seen you down at an HAW show yet, have you?
I was once, and there was a snowstorm going on, so there wasn't too many people going on. But I do plan to be there in March.
Okay.
And hopefully I can keep coming back. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll be down there. So I'll be at the show in Chicago on the 15th, and then I'll be at the show for HAW on the 16th. So
yeah, there it is, the 16th. Yeah. So hey, man,
1 year anniversary.
Yeah, just keep counting, dude. You gotta hold those moments special to you.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'll be there at HAW. Hopefully, somewhere I could maybe hopefully somewhere you'll see me more often. Who knows what the future holds, But I mean, there's plenty more places where you can see me at. I'm trying to get out there. Trying to be seen as much as possible. Trying to get more matches out there for you guys to watch and all that.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, if you check out all of my stuff at MCW, I've had a great time there. There's been some pretty wild moments, I think this next show is going to be at the Skydive Park, and last time I was there, we were throwing chairs around, just fighting through the crowd. It was a damn good time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, first time I met James was at James Stoblin, the owner. I met him actually at an HAW event.
Jimmy Smooth. Yeah, you're talking about Jimmy Smooth. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Sorry. Yeah, Jimmy Smooth. Yeah. Yep.
You gotta use the
First time I met him, yeah.
Jimmy Smooth, brother. It's Jimmy Smooth. Jimmy Smooth. He's smooth like that,
It's good.
Beautiful
it's
man
good.
right there.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. Yep. All right. Well,
Unfortunately, we come down to that time where it's time to say our goodbyes. I'm Big Baby Ben.
Judas Black. This is FXB Black Sheep.
Yeah.
We were glad to have you on the show, man, and it has been another amazing episode of Wrestling with Bros.
All right, man. It was a good time. Have a good one, y'all.
Have a good one, brother.